Hey guys, it's Phoenix. Today I am on the latest Snapshot 18W46A and I just finished a live stream with everyone. We were going over this block and it didn't last very long. We just had a lot of fun with it. This is a Jigsaw block. We don't know what it does. No one knows what it does unless you work for Mojang, and I don't work for Mojang. This is not the right texture. This is probably just developmental. So don't think that this is finalized in any capacity whatsoever, structure or function. It doesn't do anything. There's no, feedback mechanism. It's like the structure block here, but this obviously looks like it's finalized. The interface looks amazing. This has nothing yet, and this is kind of what I think it does. You can look at the Wikipedia page for all the detailed analysis, very detailed, and it kind of just functions as if it's trying to connect structures together. The target pool is probably some sort of folder in a data pack. So it could be a loot table of sorts. It could be a file. It could be a structure file. It could be an MBT file. It could be a schematic file. I don't think it uses schematic files. And it could somehow just connect all of these structures together and allow you to form a larger structure, because structure blocks are limited. Attachment type is probably targeting some sort of type of Jigsaw. So right here I have NCity, which is the folder with all the NCity stuff. This is probably the name of the Jigsaw block. It might have some data associated with it. And turns into is probably the only thing that everyone sort of can guess correctly. And it is basically the block that the Jigsaw block ends up turning into at the very end, once everything is done. So air is obviously a possibility, stone is a possibility, command block is a possibility, anything that you want. It's very limited, of course. So that's all I kind of know, in a sense, what it could do. A similarity to do with command blocks in which they can connect in the same pattern with arrows. I don't know what the arrows mean. It could also mean that it's some sort of orientation to which the structure will be loaded, so you can flip around and things like that. So if you wanted to have a structure block load something like this up, the directions are kind of weird right now. I don't know why it's doing that. It can do this, this, and then maybe something like this, and so the structure will load facing that way, facing up, and then facing left. I really don't know. It's not connected. Like the jigsaws, I don't think will be connected like this, because you don't want the files to overwrite. You don't want the structures to overlap like this, because they're really large. So if you turn to the Jigsaw block Gamepedia page, it doesn't show you a lot. Of course, it is a command block of sorts, so it doesn't break unless you break it in creative mode. It doesn't have any data either, and I'll show you that in a moment. It's a junction block, so it allows players to construct larger structures out of smaller templates, and these templates are the things that it might target in the target pool. I don't think it's a block. I think it's going to be an actual file. Attachment type is the name of the Jigsaw block, so you can name them. So you can compare the two datas here. The one on the right is the one at the top here, which is, it doesn't have anything of value that I think you can really attribute to the block yet. It's very inchoate. It's very incomplete. You can't name it right now. I don't know how you can actually name it. ID is just a block ID. This isn't actually the name of the block. If you look at the command block here, you can actually see custom name, but there's no custom name for the Jigsaw block. So it is, very incomplete. So we can only speculate at this point. But if it is what I think it's going to do, then it is a very, very powerful block. In fact, probably more powerful than the structure block, because it kind of combines the structure block with more structure blocks, if you know what I mean. So apart from being an edible block, I'm really excited in the coming weeks what it does. And hopefully they can release everything to do with the crafting table blocks as well, because that's kind of in the works and we've been waiting for a while. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe for more creative content and news updates for 1.14. As usual, take care.